Welcome to Talkin' Tigers. I'm Rachel Whittaker. It's great to be back with you again as LSU reports to fall camp today. And with that, I'm pleased to be joined now by LSU beat writer Jim Kleinpeter. Jim, great to see you.
Good to see you, Rachel.
Well, one of the stories of the summer for LSU was the suspension and reinstatement of Anthony Jennings, Dwayne Thomas, and Quay Bain. And we know Bain has transferred, so we'll get to that. But first, here we go again, Jim, with Season 2 of Anthony Jennings versus Brandon Harris at quarterback. Is Jennings going to be any kind of leader, or do you think Harris can kind of take that role outright?
Well, this has been going on since spring from 2014, when they were battling to replace Zach Mettenberger, and it doesn't look like anything has changed. Anthony Jennings probably would have been the starter against McNeese, except now I think he's going to serve at least a half a game suspension, in-house suspension. There's nothing that the conference office or anybody can do about this. But I think based on what Les Miles has done in the past, he'll sit out the first half and Harris will start. And Jennings has hurt his his credibility with the coaches a little bit by making a really bad decision that got him arrested. It turned out that the charges were dropped, but this never should have happened, and a better decision by Jennings would have prevented that. Still, Harris is the better quarterback, and his issue is maturity. So he's got to show the coaches that with this opportunity, he's gained some ground, and not so much physically, but in what not to do and how to handle himself on the field. I didn't notice that he had matured that much even through spring. He got a little better physically and as far as running the team, but he still tends to jump into the social media circles and worry more. He's worried about his perception, and I think that that's a sign of immaturity. He's got to get that out of him before he ever starts.
Right. LSU just desperately needs a leader at quarterback before they can improve, I think. Now, Bain announced this week through Twitter, there we go, social media, that he's leaving for Pearl River Community College. And Jim, the sophomore switched, we know, to defensive end in the spring as the Tigers are moving to that 3-4 scheme under Kevin Steele. So will Bain's departure impact depth and pass rush on the defensive line?
Yeah, well, not so much pass rush because he's a size of a tackle, and end in a 3-4 is usually around 300 pounds. They don't rush the passer too much. It's the outside linebackers is where you get your pass rush from. So I don't think that was an issue. The problem is it does hurt LSU's depth, and they're bringing back Mickey Johnson, who I don't even know if he's on scholarship because I think he'd already been released from his scholarship and they may have given it to somebody else. But they probably convinced Mickey that they needed him for depth and that he would have a place on the 105-man roster. And they were counting on Bain because moving him to end tells you that they had some changes that they may not be able to execute now. LSU's going to be in a transition. I don't think you'll see them switch to a 3-4 this season. They'll be in a transition. So, I wouldn't look for it to have a huge effect, but it's going to change some plans.
Okay, gotcha. Very interesting. And Ed Ogeron going to be, of course, coaching that defensive line. The 105-man roster is going to report, like I said, to camp here on Wednesday, and practice will start on Thursday as 2015 preparation gets underway. Well, Jim, thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
My pleasure, Rachel.
And thanks for watching Talkin' Tigers, everyone. We'll see you on Thursday.